Oregons are familiar with the weather conditions this time of year. Winters can often be dark and dreary, and it can be easy to get down and depressed. In Philippians 4:8, Paul encourages us to focus not on the things that bring us down, but the things that build us up. He writes, "Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise." In my quiet time this last week, I had intended to journal about some things that I was frustrated about in my life. But as I began to write, I looked at the date, and the date was the day after my son's birthday. He just turned 20. And I began to reflect on the past couple of years of how God has moved in his life. 2 years ago, he was in a surfing accident, and he had fractured multiple bones in his neck and back. It was a miracle he was even alive, let alone moving. I remember his recovery was extremely difficult physically. He had to wear this body brace, and it was a chore for him to even walk around the house. Yet God brought healing for his body, and he was able to attend university later that year. Last year, he was dealing with the emotional trauma of what he had endured. His body was healing, but his heart was hurting. And throughout the process, God continued to be with him, bringing healing to his heart. Today, by the grace of God, he's doing well. He's loving school and serving at a great church down south. In my reflection time, I started to see God's presence and blessing throughout that extremely difficult season. At my journal, where I had intended to write down my frustrations, I realized that they weren't there anymore. I found my pen writing down all the things I was thankful for. My frustration had been replaced with thankfulness. My tears were replaced with joy. Focusing on the good shifted not only my day, but my entire week for the better. The soundtracks in my head had shifted. But I found this to be a discipline. Unfortunately, anger, frustration, and depression can at times be addicting. It takes a conscious decision to say, "God, I do not want to go there anymore. Help me focus on your goodness." What are some blessings that you can remember to focus on today? May you have the strength and the power to refuse to go down that dark path and instead focus on the good, bright blessings from God's presence. And when you do, allow that brightness to grow and shine on to others.